the Magician, and Queen of Cups. Okay. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay. So, keywords here for the Magician: initiative, resourcefulness, focused attention, manifestation. Queen of Cups: emotional intuition, compassion, sensitivity, and deep feelings. Interpretation here is yes. Combination here strongly suggests that Chris has been keeping tabs on you, but not in a manipulative way. The Magician shows active energy and attention. He's directing focus somewhere intentionally, paired with the Queen of Cups. There's an attention here that is likely driven by an emotional curiosity or lingering feelings. So Chris may be quietly checking in on you or observing from a distance with a mix of sentimentality and emotional depth. So, advice here is that if you're curious or concerned, trust your intuition, just like the Queen of Cups. You might need to sense where you've been watched or thought about, decide what you want to do with that awareness, whether it's opening the door to conversation or reinforcing a boundary. So you hold more power in the situation than it seems. That's your reading there. Jess. Queen of Pentacles and Eight of Cups reversed. Dame un momento. Okay. I'm going to have to say it in English. My Spanish is still. If I remember the word in Spanish, I'll say it in Spanish. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, security, practicality, and abundance. Um, Eight of Cups reversed is returned, unfinished business, fear of change, and emotional cycles. So, la interpretación, interpretation. I tried. So the year ahead looks grounded with a focus on stability and tending to what truly matters, como your casa, your health, finances, your emotional well-being. The reverse in Eight of Cups here suggests that there could be opportunities or temptations to revisit something you thought you left behind, either a relationship, a habit, or a place. So there could be emotional or even literal, like returning to a previous job or community. There's a tension between comfort and growth. So el aviso aquí is to lean into the Queen of Pentacles wisdom. Choose what supports your long-term peace and prosperity. So be cautious about slipping back into familiar but unhelpful patterns. Not everything that returns is worth reinvesting in. So let practicality guide your emotional decisions this year. You've come really far just to walk back on something just because it's familiar. So just you've come too far. Don't go back just because it's familiar on it. That's your reading there. Mark. Two of Wands. 10 of Wands reversed. Give me a second. Okay. Keywords here are planning, contemplation, considering options, looking ahead. 10 of Wands reversed is release, letting go of burdens, burnouts, and avoiding responsibility. The interpretation here is that Trav may be thinking about the idea of reconnecting, but there's a strong sense of hesitancy, excuse me, or emotional exhaustion. He might be feeling weighed down by the past between you or by his own current struggles. Uh, Maybe actively trying to avoid dealing with the emotional weight that reconciliation will bring. So while you're on his mind, maybe not actually he may not actually want to step back into the dynamic right now. So the advice here is Don't wait on somebody who's unsure or emotionally tapped out. You deserve clarity and energy in return. So, not someone who's half in, half out, avoiding the emotional labor. So, let Trav figure it out. Uh, your job right now is just choose peace and not carry what he won't. That's your reading there, Taylor. The Empress and Two of Swords. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so the keywords here for the Empress is love, beauty, abundance, nurturing, sensuality. The Two of Swords, indecision, emotional stalemate, avoidance, and difficult choice. So the interpretation here for your general love is your love life is radiating potential right now with the Empress, filled with warmth, attraction, and the possibility for deep emotional connection. However, the Two of Swords suggests that there's a blockage. Either you're unsure which path to take, or someone in the picture is emotionally guarded or avoiding a decision. It could point to needing to choose between staying open to love or protecting yourself from a past hurt. So, advice here is lead with love, but don't ignore your intuition. The Empress reminds you of your worth, so don't dim that energy. Just keep the pace, or delay the inevitable. If you're faced with a choice, don't avoid it. Clarity will come when you trust both your heart and your instinct. That's your reading there, Scorpio. General life. Got the Three of Cups reversed. And the Magician. In a second. Okay, keywords here for the Three of Cups reverse is disconnection, feeling left out, overindulgence, or lack of support. The Magician, power, manifestation, resourcefulness, taking action. So the interpretation here is that you may feel a bit out of sync with others lately, maybe left out socially or not vibing with the usual circles that you hang out with. So there could be a burnout or from trying to please others or too much distraction. But the Magician says that you still got all the tools that you need to shift things. So this is time to realign your goals, speak up, start directing your energy towards what you want, not what you're missing. So the advice here is don't wait for others to include you or to validate you. Just step into your own power, reconnect with your own personal vision, or start building from there. Whether it's new friendships or a project or a new routine. Just have what it takes to create something better. Just let the Magician remind you that you're not stuck. You're just ready to refocus. It's reading there, Inky Paws. Magician. This card's popping up a lot today. And the Emperor. All right, two major ones. Give me a second to gather my thoughts. Okay, so the keywords for these two: the Magician's action, manifestation, personal power, skill, initiative. The Emperor is structure, stability, leadership, control, and discipline. So the interpretation for your general reading is this: the powerful combination of energy and structure. The Magician brings a raw potential like ideas, drive, charisma, while the Emperor grounds it with focus, discipline, and like long-term planning. So together they suggest that you're in a strong position to build something real out of your vision, whether it's like a personal project or a career move or a life overhaul. You're in both, you got both inspiration and authority to make it happen. So the advice here is just to take control of your path. Don't just dream, but like organize it, plan it, and execute it. So use your talents like the Magician within a solid framework like the Emperor, to create a real world result. So this is like a boss up moment. So own it fully. That's your reading. Judgment reversed. And Five of Cups reversed. Give me a second. Okay. So the keywords for Judgment reversed here is sorry, sneezing. Okay, sorry, I was gonna sneeze. Sorry. Judgment reverse is denial, avoidance, lack of self-awareness, stuck in the past. Five reversed. Sorry, five reversed is healing, acceptance, moving on, shifting focus into the positive. So the interpretation is here that T may be slowly starting to heal or move on from a past pain, but they're still resisting uh, the deeper emotional reckoning that Judgment reverse points to. So there's a sense that they're trying to let go, but without fully confronting their role or truth in the situation. They might be avoiding closure or clarity, either for themselves or with you. So emotionally, they're transitioning, but not clean or fully conscious. So the advice here for you, the invisible, says don't wait around for somebody who's half healing, half avoiding. Their emotional journey isn't your responsibility. So if they can't face the past with honesty, they can't build a future with love. So keep moving forward and do your own healing. You're a few steps ahead, and that's a strength. That's your reading there. The invisible.